Welcome back, folks. It's been 2 weeks and a lot has changed, not only with this cider. Obviously I've had a haircut as well, which is nice. I've got over my cold, which is brilliant, but there's very little bubbles now, so very little fermentation. 2 weeks down the line we're going to take a reading today, just to see where it is. As you can see, it's about to pop now. Wait for it, it's coming. Yeah, so it's still going, to be fair, after 2 weeks. All we need is the hydrometer and something to get the liquid out. Obviously I'm using a turkey baster. So I'll tell you what, the fermentation was active. I'll put up a little video now of how active it was with the bubbles going. It's been really peaceful actually, because I keep this in the bedroom in the cupboard, and at night you can hear it bubbling and it sounds like rain on the roof. It's so peaceful to fall asleep with. Some people might not like it. I'm the type of person that needs a bit of background sound to sleep, so that for me was perfect. Before I take some liquid out, oh wow, just make sure you do smell your brew, because you get a lot from just smell. And so I've been to a few like cider places, cider houses, and that is the smell that you get. It's like fermenting apple juice, obviously, but that smell, oh, that smells good. And obviously inspect it as well. I've got nothing floating on top, no brown, black, green bits, which is fine. There's some stuff up the top here. I've noticed it more in the other brews. That's just what they call croissant. It's where fermentation is active, the bubbles come up and froth at the top. You've probably seen that if you're doing it along with me. Yeah, and that just sticks to this bottle, and then leaves what's called a croissant. Nothing to worry about, perfectly normal. Right, let's get in there. So we're hoping for a gravity reading of about 0.998 or 996, which is the usual stage for cider to stop fermenting. But yeast have got a mind of their own. So it could be more, could be less. Let's have a look. We need more than that. So another thing, all this has been sanitised. So the hydrometer here, the baster, turkey baster, has been sanitised. I'll put a little bit more. They are flowing, but I'll put a little bit more. There we go. Right, let's bring you in closer for this one. So there you have it. And to be fair, I would say that's 1.0. 1.002. Actually not as fermented as I thought it would be, but that's fine. So we've got the reading. Make a note of it. Either write it down on the label here or pop it in your phone. I'm just going to pop in my phone for now. So when you are writing down the gravity reading, just make sure you obviously put the date and then the gravity reading at the moment. So the formula we use to calculate ABV is original gravity minus the final gravity. This isn't the final gravity, but we're getting a calculation as it is. So original gravity minus the final gravity times 131.25. So you can do it that way, using a calculator, or what I use, which is a lot easier, is this app called ABV Calculator. It's on the App Store. I'm sure it's on Android as well. You literally open it, it will come up with your original gravity. So for instance this one, original gravity, it was 1.046, and the gravity at the moment is 1.002. So instantly it gives you a calculation, and the ABV at the moment is 5.78 or thereabouts. So yeah, this is 5.78. That's fine. I was looking for a 6% cider, so it's kind of worked out well. But this isn't finished yet. This isn't finished. It's got a bit. I'm going to give it another week, take a reading then, and then I'll see if it's ready for bottling, which I imagine it will be. Give it another week, it'll be fine. So I've taken that reading. I will be taking readings of the other 5 apple juices. I will put them up once I've done it here, so you'll see it. So now we've taken our reading, what I'm going to do is put this back into the brew because it's all been sanitised. I'm not mixing any potential nasties. Job done. Pop the bung back on. I'm going to give it a little shake as well. Just a gentle shake, not crazy. Just want to make sure degas it, and then stir up any potential yeast that's remaining at the bottom. Give it a bit of extra fighting power. Get it bubbling away now. It's gassy. It's like me after a curry. Quite gassy. So yeah, I'm going to leave that in the cupboard for another week, and I will see you in part 2. What's up guys, it's been another week, so that's 3 weeks in total. We've got to take another reading to see if it's fully fermented. I've got a feeling it is. So as suspected, it is 1.000, so that's fine, it means we can bottle. Before we do that, I'm just going to get a beaker. So your cider's ready to bottle. What do you need for that? Well, obviously you need some bottles. So I've got these swing top ones, these are brilliant. Pop open like that, which I really like. You can use the screw cap ones or the crown cap ones. Doesn't matter. I just prefer these because once they are carbonated fermented, you hear a nice pop at the end. So I'll run through some of the equipment. I've got a large beaker. So this one has measurements there as well, which is handy. You need a siphon. This is an auto siphon with tubing. Got a bottling wand here. So a spoon, a large spoon. This is just to mix in your sugar once we get to it. Measuring scale, obviously to measure some of the sugar. Now this isn't just any sugar, this is non-fermentable sugar. This is the one I've got here. Erythritol, I believe that's how you say it, erythritol. It's a non-fermentable sugar. What I mean by that is once you add it to a brew with yeast in it, it's not going to ferment. The yeast isn't going to eat this sugar and create carbon dioxide amongst other gases and create alcohol. That's why it's good to add to certain brews to increase the sweetness, but it won't make it ferment. If you put normal sugar in this now and then put it in a bottle, it would re-ferment and cause so much CO2 that you can potentially explode the bottle. So we don't want to do that. This is the erythritol here. I've got 200 grams, I measured it, so it's bang on 200 grams. I'm hoping that'll be enough. 200 grams, that's what I'm going to go with because I need to do it with the rest of the other 5 ciders. So that's why I'm measuring it 200 grams. Usually I just do it by taste. I pour it in, mix it around, give it a taste. If I like it, perfect. If not, I need to put some more sugar in it, and so on and so on. Do it by taste. But for this experiment, we'll do it 200 grams, and I'll put 200 grams in the other ciders and leave it as that. Right, time to start siphoning. First things first, I'm going to put this into said beaker. of the way. So, word of warning, when you move your demijohn or your container with cider in it and it's got the lees on the bottom, move it very carefully. You don't want to shake it up. If you shake it up and all the lees at the bottom gets mixed in, there's no point siphoning it. You're just going to get all the sediment and everything, all the lees in the brew. It's going to be mixed all together. Don't bother. Keep it nice and simple. Try not to mix it up. So the reason I brought this bucket in, this is the bucket that I've actually got my honey in. There's a little bit of honey in that I'll make my mead. There'll be other videos on that. And you've basically got to have, when you're siphoning, don't try and still stay in shot there, but you want your container it is going from higher than the container it's going to. Right, here goes. Nice and gentle. We have a lift off. Bring it up so you can see it. But we are siphoning. Now just hold that. You can go all the way down to the bottom, but I want to do it bit by bit. We don't want that sediment at the bottom getting sucked up. As it gets lower, just lower the siphon down. Don't make erratic movements, you don't want to stir the water up, again mixing that into it. Once you get near the bottom, just tilt the jar slightly, just so you can get the remainder of the cider. You want to get as much of the liquid you can without getting the sediment. Alright, that'll do. Getting too close, I think I sucked up a bit of a sediment on the bottom there. So yeah, that's what you're left with. That can go to one side. So, we've got our cider out of the demijohn and into this beaker. You can see it's reading now 4,300. So yeah, a little bit less than 4,500, but that's great. I've got enough bottles to bottle it. So what we're going to do now is this sugar, erythritol. I'm going to pour this in here and give it a little stir. I'm not going to taste it now because I know I like my ciders a bit sweeter than this, and this is going to be quite dry. Remember, 200 grams this is. I'm going to do exactly the same process to the other ciders. Well, actually, slightly. I've got a plan for those. I don't want 5 other ciders, just plain cider. So, in another video, or videos, a few videos I'm going to do, we're going to make those ciders into fruity ciders, which I'll put the link in the description for that, as and when they come out. But, to make this experiment fair, I am going to calculate the right amount of sugar to put in the other 5 so that they're bang on equal. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take 500 ml out of the other 5, put a certain amount of sugar in. I did work out the calculation for how much sugar, but it'll be there because I'll remember once I go to editing. Right, that'll do mixing. Just mix until I can't hear any of that kind of gritty sound at the bottom. That's not it, that's the bottom of the beaker. But yeah, once it looks like it's all dissolved in and you can't see any at the bottom, which I don't think I can now, we'll stop stirring, put that to one side. I've got myself a little glass here because I can't resist not trying it. I just want to see, make sure that it's sweet enough for me. So the colour's not great at the moment. Hopefully that clears out with time. It smells nice though. Okay. Cool, that's really happily. That's perfect. I'm happy with that. 200 grams is absolutely fine. I can live with that. That's perfect. Right. Moving on to the next one. Oh, one equipment I forgot is these carbonation drops. So basically, to get carbonation, natural carbonation, what you do is you have to put a fermentable sugar into a bottle, a contained vessel, and once you put your cider or any other brew with yeast in it, once you put your cider in there, the sugar, fermentable sugar at the bottom, I've got these, they'll be at the bottom. Once you have a fermentable sugar in there and you add your cider or brew with yeast in it and bottle it and cap it, it will start fermenting just the right amount so that CO2 cannot escape, and therefore it goes back into the brew and creating carbonation in the process. That's pretty much it. However, a warning, this is probably the most dangerous part of brewing. If you overcarbonate, you can end up with a bottle bomb basically. The pressure will build up so much, it cannot contain it within the vessel and it will just explode. But that's only if you put too much of the fermentable sugar in it. Okay, these drops, carbonation drops, are perfect. They tell you how much to put in. So on the back of this it says 1 per 375ml bottle, 2 per 750 bottle. Okay. Now, speaking from experience, I personally put 2 per 500ml bottle, and it gives it a nice fizz. Okay. If you end up putting 10 in a bottle, then you would create a bottle bomb, and it would just literally send shards of glass everywhere. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put 2 of these drops into the bottles now. I've got these ones, exactly the same, just different make. So there we have it, 9 bottles, all with 2 carbonation drops in them. And what we're going to do now is we're going to transfer this back into here, using the auto siphon again. But this time I'm going to take that off, which is just it's like a filtration. It stops all the sediment coming in there. We don't need that now. Hopefully we've got all of it out. So I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to attach this to my bottling one. Right, there it's attached. Please don't forget, all of this is sanitised. Make sure you sanitise it. Don't want any bad stuff getting in them. Right, I'm going to get it going. Put that in there first. In theory, what should happen, this little mechanism here, spring, once I push into the bottle, that's when fluid will come out. As soon as I release, it will stop. So that's the plan. I'm going to put it in there now. And we're off. That'll do. It's working so far. See if I can do this one-handed. Yeah. Right, I'll get these done and I will see you in a bit. Right, there we go. 8 bottles and 1 lonely bottle that's still got 2 carbonation drops in. Should have thought about that, but hopefully I can just pop them out, he says. Okay, they're cool. Right, 2 there, that's fine. So yeah, I've got 8 500ml bottles out of it and a little bit left over, so I'll just have to save that for tonight, I guess. Put it in the fridge, and that'll be mine, thank you very much. So what we're going to do with these, we are going to put these away, make sure they're sealed nicely. If you're doing screw cap, make sure it's screwed on properly, and if it's crown cap, make sure it's airtight. I'm going to just turn these over slowly, just to make sure. They say that it will dissolve on its own, but there's no harm in helping it on its way. So this is one of the supermarket ciders I've done here, and I've got 8 bottles out of it. So you can imagine how much cider I'm going to end up with. It'll be pretty cool. We'll put these away for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I'll put them in the fridge for a day. Hopefully they clear out. If not, again, it doesn't matter. Like I say, it's more an appearance thing rather than a taste thing. One thing I will say is make sure that you put these somewhere safe. Don't leave them out in the open. Put them tucked away. I personally put mine in a plastic container, just in case. Not that I believe these are going to, just in case they do explode. Now don't worry, I'm pretty sure they're not going to if you stick to the instructions, but just in case for whatever reason there's still sugar in there from the apple juice, so maybe you've taken the reading and it's not right. This is why it's actually important to take a reading and make sure, space that week out from the first reading, or should I say second reading after fermentation, to the week after that, just to make sure that fermentation has stopped, because that's when you could add too much sugar and then. But I know these are safe, but safety first. Put them in a container, out of the way, and then yeah, hopefully no explosions. Lastly, just make sure you label these. If it's the only cider you're doing, you don't have to worry, but I like to label them, put what date I bottled them, and what cider it is. But yeah, I'm going to do the other 5 ciders off camera, and like I said, I'll only be doing one 500ml bottle of those, with the right calculation for the right amount of sugar in it. I sound like a dog. Erythritol. I'll get that right one day. Erythritol. With the right calculation for erythritol. So yeah, put these away, and I'll come back and see you in about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Hello, this is Harry here from the YouTube channel Everything Danny. So today we're going to be doing some cider tasting. So Danny has actually bought 6 different apple juices from 6 different supermarkets, varying in variety and varying in price. So me and Lauren today are going to be tasting them and seeing what they're like. So over to Danny to do us a quick intro.
Welcome to tasting day, and I've got my good friends with me. I've got Harry here on the left, and I've got Lauren here on the right. Let's get to tasting.
So number 1.
Cheers. I like that. I didn't think it was going to be fizzy.
Oh, I made it fizzy.
I mean, I think it's a bit sharp, isn't it?
I like that.
It's a bit sharp and straight for me, to be fair. It's probably more fizzy than something I've
It's given me fizzy water vibes, and I know you love TV Static. That's like super fizz.
It's got a
like
bit-
small fizzes. Is it all? They're all apple flavour, right?
Yeah.
And we're just seeing which one's the best. Because this
Yeah.
definitely tastes like apple.
Yeah, they will do.
It tastes really, really tangy.
I don't think it does.
I think...
You're a bit soft though.
Yeah.
You're a bit
Yeah.
fragile.
Fresh.
Because I usually go for fruity ones, and this one's not very fruity. It's still nice though.
On 3, reveal your scores. 1, 2, 3. Lauren's got 7. Harry's got 5. Lauren, why 7?
Because I would be very happy if I was served that on tap
There you
out
go.
in a beer garden. I thought it was yummy.
Harry, why 5?
I thought it was nice. I think it was a little bit too zangy for me. And
Zangy,
I
is
feel
that a
like
word?
I'm hoping that there's nicer ciders to come.
Oh. Right, number 2. Pick up your glasses.
Cheers.
No, the ones in your head.
Cheers. Now this looks more like my type.
Ooh.
Yeah, less zangy. I like the colour of it as well. I feel like mine's darker than yours.
No. I've just got less in.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
This is like pure crisp apple.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a lot less zangy than the last one.
Mm.
And I quite like the flavours already.
Yeah.
You can
That
take-
reminds me of like a cloudy apple.
Yeah, it does.
Mm.
Well, overall,
Are we ready?
solid. And I'm not going to go straight into the scores, but I really like that one. Starling.
Let me do mine first. No, don't move it. Just write on the board like a normal person.
Is that still recorded?
Still recording.
Help me.
Right, cider number 2. Please reveal your scores. Ooh.
Very good.
Oh, I got
Very
9.
nice.
I like
Harry on
it.
the
I
7.
like to see we're both working up.
I feel like you're just an
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's
and
fair.
I'm a friendly judge.
I'm waiting for the cider that really deserves a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Just
That's
FYI, I chose
That's
these
fine.
friends of mine because they are good critiques.
Yeah.
They critique me in
For example,
Every-
Harry walked in wearing a black shirt with the orange overshirt, and I said, absolutely not.
Yeah.
straight away.
Take that off right now. And now he's just wearing an orange
That's
shirt.
our friendship.
Hello everybody, and we are now on to cider number 3. So this one's got a little bit of the pop, so health and safety, I've had a little look at it for us.
Put
And
my
I think
goggles on.
we're all, yeah, put those safety goggles on.
Right, got it.
But
Countdown.
can you not overspeak please, and after you.
Are you ready?
I'm so
Oh, ready.
Oh.
Right, ready. Cider number 3.
Ow!
Sorry. Can you not swear on YouTube? Is that not a thing?
You can put a beep on it.
Okay. To cider number 3. So immediately I think this one's slightly lighter than the one before. No, you're not a fan?
Don't think so.
I'm
I
trying
mean, I would drink it. I drink anything, cider-wise.
Yeah, me too. I feel like this one's most comparable to cider number 1. I think. Cider number 2 is a
It's not
lot
as
more
fizzy.
cloudy. No, it's not
And
as
it
fizzy.
pops.
I think that's what I mean. I think it's a lot less of a tangy, fizzy flavour than cider number 1. It's like a slightly lessened, more palatable version.
I'm sorry. What's the F? What's going on?
Can someone just stop trying to undress for the cameras, please? So yeah, that was lovely. Let's get those scores on the
Don't
doors,
know.
people. I will not look.
So this is cider number 3. Reveal the scores. 5 and a 6. Very close.
So that's a lot lower of a score than what you've given them previously.
Yeah, it's not.
Why?
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not enough fizz, I reckon. That's my problem. I like a fizzy cider.
Yeah.
Did you say number 1 was too fizzy?
No, I think that's me, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I still prefer a fizz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the number one reminded me of sparkling water.
Not fizzy enough.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that was a slightly nicer version of number 1. Number 1 was a no for me, but that was nicer. I like that.
So number 2 at the moment is the most
The leader.
favourite.
Oh, shall I reveal?
Hey.
Bit gassy, is it?
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to cider 4. Don't tip it though. It's not going to come out in your face.
Oh,
Well, that was anticlimactic.
mine was better than that.
Yeah, it was. Yours was a louder pop. So, cider number 4. Right. The thing
No,
is.
you can't do it.
No. Okay. I was about to give you a tutorial on how to.
Cheers, friend. You know you're supposed to make eye contact when you cheers. Otherwise, it's 7 years bad sex.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, sorry. Let me get my eyes up. Right, it's actually so bright though.
Soft, mild,
Ooh.
and plain. So I know we're saying there's no gas, and that's a bad thing potentially. But I.
No gas.
No gas.
Excuse me.
This is American.
There's
But
no gas.
I like it like that. Plain.
I know.
Straight.
It's almost as if you've been in there with a
to the
spoon.
point.
Certainly not, Harry.
It was almost like I've been there with a spoon. So yeah, top tip for cider drinkers out there. If your cider is too fizzy, And you want to make it less fizzy, stir it with a teaspoon, get all the gas out, and then you can neck it and
Are
enjoy
you
the
going to
flavours.
reference that quote?
And that is a life lesson from Lauren's mum. Thank you, Mel.
Right, cider number 4, reveal your scores.
Twins!
Ah, 8 and 8.
We've matched.
So you both enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not your best though, Lauren.
No, I love number 2.
Number 2. Harry?
Yeah, I really like that one. It was a lot,
It's
like
your
I said.
favourite so far?
Yeah, it's my favourite so far. It's a lot more stiller, and it's probably just more what I'd go for.
So
Nice
you
and
don't like a
calming.
sparkling?
No, I don't like fizz. That's why I don't drink beer. I know beer's not really that fizzy, but anything too fizzy, I hate. I don't drink Coca-Cola.
Well, that's crazy.
I know.
He's not like other guys. He doesn't drink Coca-Cola, guys.
But yeah, I like that one.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's
my
quite
God.
done with a bit more power then, can you imagine?
Right.
That's why I look and see. Sorry, just taste.
Let's see the value of this one.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Okay,
That's
so
fizzy.
could you say that's bitty?
Fizzy.
Yeah.
But bland, right?
Immediately
Immediately, no.
I get the fizz and I think this is too much. But then
It's just...
I didn't actually mind the flavour that comes after. So
What flavour?
the nothing flavour.
Sorry, that's basic as mate. Oh, sorry. I didn't realise. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise alcoholic cider was for children.
different, I'm quite glad.
Thank you everyone for getting to cider number 5 in this video as well.
Oh,
That's great.
Oh look, you said to Harry don't pick up the board.
yeah, but I know how to put it back.
Oh.
They know everything, don't they?
We were no.
Close your eyes.
Number
Brilliant.
5, reveal the scores.
Ooh.
7.
Wow.
Lauren, let's start with that. Number 3.
Bland.
Number 3? 3.
What
3 out of 10.
flavour? What apples? Where were the apples? Where was the apple juice during this, please?
Who you asking this to?
You.
Me?
Okay, well I'm gonna
He drives a
I'm
big
gonna
Mini.
I'm gonna step in here. So yeah, really surprised by this the low score there by you. Actually, I'm not because of what you said when you were drinking it.
So you're not surprised?
So actually, I'm not surprised. But the reason I've gone for 7 is I feel like the difference between number 1 and this one is number 1, it was zangy and then it tasted not great. This one, it's zangy and then it tastes okay. So that's why I've given a 7. Not as good as number 4. So actually, I'd still say that was quite a nice one.
Good. So this is the last cider. Reveal the scores. 7 to 4.
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
What, me first?
Yeah, that's your name, Harry.
So it was just really quite too tingy for me to start with. Too fizzy, I'll say, too fizzy. And I just really can't get over the thing because I feel like it takes away the flavour when you're focusing too much on the fizz. And so I can be quite delicate with the fizz. So as soon as that takes it away from the drink, then it just kind of ruins the rest for me. It's really quite tingy. So
High on the tingy.
I give it a 7.5, and I know we're not doing halves, but yeah, 7.5 today.
Round up to an 8 then.
Yes, I'll say 8.
And Lauren, you went 7.
Yes. Liked it just as much as I liked the first one, and it's just got very cold.
All of a sudden.
all
The
of a
cider.
sudden.
Number 1.
Yep. Is this on record?
This is on record.
So do you want to tell us?
Yeah, he's about to. He's about to tell us.
So number 1 was Lidl.
Oh.
Yeah, fair.
Number 2 was Aldi.
No, really?
You rated that 9, Lauren.
I did. That was my favourite
Very
one.
good.
Number 3 is.
Number 3
Yeah.
is Asda.
Oh.
Number 4,
Yeah, which we
which
matched.
you both matched, scored quite high, was Sainsbury's.
Oh.
Matched the shirt.
Matches the shirt, matches the palette.
Hey! Number 5, Lauren didn't like.
Yeah.
Was Tesco's.
Tesco poo. Number 6.
Number 6 was our good old friend Morrison's.
Knew it. I knew you'd save Morrison's till last. So predictable that you would
there's gonna be a
leave
lot of
Morrison's
bleep in
till
this.
last.
So predictable. Can I just say thank you to our cider maker today, and thank you to my good friend Lauren as well for tasting these ciders with me. And cheers to you guys watching at home.